Hey everyone, this is Sean Sanders. Thank you so much for clicking onto my channel. So I am doing the review for Basketball Wives, Season 8, Episode 2. So I'm going to go down by the ladies because it, again, is the second episode and wasn't anything really eventful. So the episode opens talking about Shawnee having a fit about Jennifer, talking about her ex-husband. And let's put into context. She wasn't upset because Jennifer is being a bone carrier and a bad one at that. But she wasn't upset that Jennifer was talking about her ex-husband. What she was upset about is that she was bringing this trash to her event where her children were. So Jennifer brings a +1. We don't know who this girl is. And she is once again talking trash about Shaq doing lottie-dottie and everybody. And, that is the father of her children. And her children does not need to know, allegedly, their father's transgressions. So that is what she was hot about. So as far as she's concerned, she has no desire to make amends with Jennifer. She discusses that with Evelyn. She discusses that with Jackie. Now, Jackie, believe it or not, Jackie is a very calm, refrained Jackie. This isn't the Jackie we have seen in the past. Jackie is an hypersexualized, and Jackie is very zen. She is playing Malaysia's position, which is she wants to be the peacemaker. Jackie does not believe in never say never. She's like, you guys have a lot of history and you guys have love for each other. You need to make this right. She talks to Jennifer. Jennifer, they're doing some like potting plants or something, and Jennifer once again is bringing a +1, another woman we've never seen before. Jackie gets the impression that she needs a buffer, and she does not feel comfortable just walking in by herself. So here is once again, she's bringing a +1. But Jackie is telling Jennifer, you really need to make this right with the girls. You have said some low down stuff. Jennifer is really not understanding what she's doing. She does not feel like she's done anything. And even if you've heard these things about somebody's ex, do you really need to keep regurgitating it? And do you really need to do it at an event where the person's children are at? Okay? But she's really not owning up to what she's doing or what she's being put in. Also, her mother died 3 years ago. As far as she's concerned, she is still grieving. She feels like she is more aggressive because she doesn't have anyone to protect her. Oh, there was a confession thing where Jennifer was in this white dress. Oh, she was super boobylicious. I think she got those suckers inflated some more. Anyway, so her stance is that when you lose a parent, she has a dad and she's not close to her dad. But she's like, her mother was her protector. She doesn't have any siblings. She doesn't have any kids. She doesn't have a significant other. And she's like, I just feel like I need to fight for myself. Well, listen, Jennifer. There are many of us that are in that club where we have lost a parent. And you'll see later, nobody's buying this excuse. Normally, if you lose a loved one, you become a bit more softer, and especially if you've lost a parent and someone that has been nurturing, like a mother. I've lost a mother. I understand the pain. I understand the grieving, and I understand the sadness that can be there. Can you be sad at 3 years losing your parent? Absolutely. There are levels to this. But Jennifer, that isn't your issue. Anyway, so Malaysia puts together a little summit for CC Kristen and I guess Kristen's sister-in-law, London, who is Byron's daughter, granddaddy daughter. Evidently, Cece had employed London at one time, and London said, I was going through a divorce and all this stuff, and London says that Cece didn't reach out. Okay, Cece is still upset. She's not only upset about granddaddy Byron not coming to see her daughter, but also the fact that Cece mentioned to Evelyn that Byron doesn't want Kristen there. Byron doesn't want Kristen there, but is okay with his son, he wants his son, Thomas, to be the best man. So, here's the deal. The girls think that Cece needs to make this right. Now, I do believe that there's a misunderstanding. It was brought up during the little summit that Cece doesn't reach out. Well, you know what? Cece is a woman of a particular age. I'm just going to say, Kristen is in her 20s. London looks like she's in her 20s. And Cece is a woman that, let's just say, she's in her 40s. Where in the spectrum of 40? I don't know. But when you are a second wife, you don't want to overstand your bounds. And you don't want to assert yourself, because the flip side could be, why are you so involved? You're not family. You're not married yet. He's not your family. We're not your family. I mean, the other side could be used against you. And I think, Cece has a very reserved personality. And, me being someone in my 40s I'm not in my daughter-in-law's business, who's in her 20s. I'm not socializing with her like that. I'm not carrying on with her like that. Now, we can do surface stuff, but, I really think that there's a misunderstanding, and there is still this real expectation that may not be realistic. Okay, Cece felt a little ganged on, but Cece was overwhelmed, and London gave her a hug, and they didn't resolve anything, but they are going to try to make things work. And Cece said, what do you want me to do if Byron has this feeling? What do you want me to do? I think everybody thinks like the wife or the girlfriend or the female should be the person to direct their significant other, to run the roost. And it's very clear when you see how Cece and Byron talk to each other. He is very clear. He did not appreciate that Kristen decided to say on national television that he's not a great granddad, that he doesn't see his granddaughter. And he's hurt by that, and he's pissed off by that, and he has no desire to see her. Son, he's like, that's my boy, we good, but if I never see his wife again, we good too. So that's what I'm saying, there's misunderstandings. Cece is not the one that should be fixing the problem, but Kristen wants Cece to fix a problem that is truly between Byron and Kristen. Byron says, it goes both ways. If we live down the street, you could pick up the phone and go, I'd like to bring, your granddaughter over. Do you have time to spend with her? And that's what I'm saying. There's a misunderstanding. It's getting blown out of proportion, and it's really affecting the family dynamics. Okay, so we talked about Shawnee, we talked about Jennifer, Jackie, Malaysia. Okay, so OG, who does she meet with? I think she meets up with Tammy. And OG is deciding to retire from football. She's done it for 10 years. It's racked on her body. She's ready to settle down and have some babies. And, OG is looking, she stepped up her game with her hair, and her makeup looks much better so far this season. Okay, so we do the crystal party. Now, I have to say, this place was beautiful. And they have a little meditation ceremony in the beginning. Shawnee ain't feeling it. She's like, I ain't closing my eyes. So they have their little meditation thing. And Jennifer comes in by herself, no plus one. So Jackie says, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Jennifer's like, I'm many things, but I'm not an elephant. So she wasn't happy about that. And Evelyn was like, well, I feel like the issue is with Jennifer, so Jennifer should say something first. And Jennifer, because Evelyn's like, you have done some foul stuff, and you haven't apologized. And she's like, I don't really think I need to apologize, but you don't understand what I've been going through. Shawnee was like, you dead to me. Pretty much. She's like, we ain't have to have a discussion. You're dead to me. So it really doesn't go well, because Evelyn shuts the door, and Kristen goes, when Evelyn walked out that door, it was like, when she shut that door, she shut that door. She didn't slam it. She just walked out, because she's like, if you're not going to do right by this and make this right, we have nothing to say. Jennifer is just a bag of contradiction. First she says, I'm good, I'm in the best place of my life. She says that in one breath, and then she turns around and says, you don't understand, my mom died 3 years ago, and I have good days and bad days. Which one is it, Jennifer? Which one is it? So and Evelyn was right. She says, so you shouldn't even put your behavior on your mother. It's a disgrace to who she was. So your mother dies and you become an asshole? So that really cut Jennifer, because she started crying. Jennifer walked out peacefully and she shut the door. And Kristen said when she shut that door, she was like, you could just feel the energy that she shut the door on their friendship. So Jennifer, she's really hurt a lot of people, rubbed people the wrong way, because Jennifer is there sitting there and no one is getting up to come to her. And she sits there and she's crying, and then Shawnee goes, dang. She goes, I can't let you do this. So she goes over there and she hugs her. And it felt genuine on Shawnee's part. Like, she's mad at her, and Jackie was like, I knew what I was doing. I knew there was some love there. It is going to be a road hold to follow. They're gonna fall out again. But it did end with Shawnee hugging Jennifer, and I think that they're going to try to make some kind of amends where they can be around each other. But I think Jen's gonna mess it up, because that's what Jen does. She says things inappropriate. She tells things around the street that she really should just keep to herself. Jennifer doesn't have any really good social skills, and she's rocking blue contacts this season, by the way. So Jennifer is too grown of a woman to know that there's certain things you shouldn't say. And she's been around these ladies long enough to know that even though that's your ex, don't be putting his name in your mouth, especially when their kids are there. For me, it'd be just common sense. But hey, common sense isn't common, and Jennifer doesn't have much of it. So that's all I have for this review. Let me know if I forgot anything. Put it down in the comment section. Take care of yourself and each other. I did better. I didn't wait a whole week. So talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.